Hey everyone, it's Jice with B2B Thrive. I recently put out a video about ways that you can kill your brand. And so, as promised in that video, I just wanted to do a very brief follow-up video about ways that you can revive your brand if you've managed to kill it. So, just to do a very quick recap, some of the ways that you can kill your brand: you can be unwilling to change. Maybe you are your brand. You're maybe more sales focused versus brand focused. You've built no relationship with your customer, and you have too many products and services. So those are the 5 ways that I talked about how you can kill your brand. And so if you hadn't checked out that video, I have a link to it below, so you can check that out as well. And there's also a blog on it. So to just jump in really quickly here, if you have managed to kill your brand, don't worry. Small businesses make mistakes all the time. It's absolutely not impossible to come back from that. So there are a couple of ways that you can do that, and I'm just going to go over 5 of them. The first one is that I would suggest that you take some time to really be honest. Like, do a self-reflection, not just of you, but of your business. If you found that with multiple customers, you find that there's a problem, or in their mind that you've killed your brand, the common denominator there is you. So do an assessment of yourself to determine maybe why that is, what you've done. There may be things that you need to apologize for to customers to try and rebuild those bridges. There definitely could be things that you need to change up in your own habits. Definitely in your mindset, you may find that maybe you're overly defensive. Maybe you offer poor customer service. Like I said, maybe if you are sales focused versus brand focused, and your clients kind of get that feeling from you. So there are things that you can do to reassess that. One of the tools that I always recommend is something called a SWOT. It stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And I also have a link below to a SWOT analysis that you can download for free. So check that out as well. But that's a tool to kind of help you figure out maybe where some of your strengths are, but also where some of your weaknesses are, if you're honest enough to do a good self-assessment. So then the number 2 thing that you can do is research. Research your target market. If you find that your market doesn't feel that you are up to date, or that maybe that you're not offering what they want, then doing some research would definitely help with that. One of the things that I find interesting is how often we want to sell someone what we think they should have versus what they want. So a lot of times, if you get your foot in the door, you can also come back and sell them what they probably should have, because we all know that consumers are definitely liable to not buy what they need, but what they want. So use what they want to get in the door, and then work on getting them what they need. But if you're only pushing what they need, and that's not what they're buying, then you can kill your brand that way. So doing some research will definitely help you with that. Another thing that you can do is redefine your position. So what is your unique selling proposition? If you don't know what that is, I've dropped a link in my blog as well as to what that is. But basically, it's saying, what makes you different than the competition? Why do I want to buy from you over someone else? And if you can't really define that, or if you can't sell that to your customer and explain to them why it's best to come and spend your dollars with me, then that's something that you should really work on. So redefining your position in the market can definitely help revive your brand. Then let's talk about communicating who you are. So a lot of times, especially if you find that you yourself are the brand, your customer may not know exactly who you are. Another one is, if you find that you sell too many products or services, they may have a hard time defining what your purpose is or who you are. So really working to narrow in what that looks like, to communicate who you are. For instance, B2B Thrive is here to help your business grow. So that is a slogan that we use all the time. We put it in our media. We stress that all the time. We are here to help your business grow. And so we do that by offering you tips and tricks and things like that help your business grow. We offer coaching and consulting. We offer helping you create your website, your graphic arts, your graphic design rather, and the other types of promotional materials that you put out to your clientele that help define your business and hopefully help your business grow. So defining that for your customer can also help revive your brand if you've managed to let it die. Then the last one that I want to talk about is exceeding expectations. I think this is super important, especially in a small business, because oftentimes what we do is we will do what we said we will do, and we'll stop right there. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it also doesn't really create like that positive image that you want, especially if your brand has died. So a lot of times if you've promised ABC, don't forget to throw in D just because you can, and just because you want to create that positivity in your customer's mind so that they return, so that they remember who you are, so that anything that they did associate negatively with you, that they'll now begin to associate on a positive standpoint. Being very consistent in that is key. Because if you only do it sometimes or here and there, or if you're not, consistently exceeding expectations, then they also kind of look at you as being inconsistent or flaky or sometimey, and that is something that will go against you and help to kill your brand. So making sure that your brand, that your image in their mind is consistent is key. So again, I just want to encourage you, if you found that your brand has died off, don't be discouraged. There are ways that you can bring it back. It does take a little bit of work on your part, but that's okay, because you're a small business owner and working is what you're good at. So take some time to reflect on your brand, take some time to reflect on yourself, and start working on bringing that brand back. I hope that you found today's video helpful, and if you have, please subscribe and don't forget to share. Our website is www.b2bthrive.com, and definitely drop some comments below if you have any, and I look forward to talking to you next time.